What's your go-to song right now?
Odessa.
Well,
Keep on moving.
Keep on
Wait,
moving.
that's Lucid Child.
Keep on
You
moving.
confuse those a lot though.
So what song?
Keep it on moving or keep on moving.
This song?
That's definitely not it.
No, but it's called Keep On Moving.
Keep. Hey, audience in the back, you know the song?
I'm pretty sure you like are saying a word like words in the song, but you're not. That's not the name of the song. I typed in Keep On Moving.
I don't know. It's
Clearly not. Clearly not.
It's obviously
Clearly
my favorite
not.
song because I don't remember the name.
But that happens where like you have a song and you can remember the lyrics, but you don't know the name of the song.
Yeah.
Why does that happen? Why does that happen with our brains?
I really don't know, but it definitely happens with me a lot. But
You little stony baloney. That's why.
What's stony?
We took edibles before this. All right, let's just be real about it. We did not. I would be sitting here like
You'd be comatose
if we did this.
You'd be like,
but yeah, I'd be saying like, ugh. So okay, you're back on the podcast.
Yes.
Last time I had you here was episode like 61. It's like 30 episodes ago, essentially.
How many years ago was that though?
I don't know, a year? Not too long. No, I was gone for 2 years. So yeah, that could be part of it.
Like 3 years ago.
It was no. I haven't been doing this for 3 years. There's no way. It's impossible.
It was a long time ago.
Impossible. But it's episode 62. That's regardless. Besides the point. We're not gonna argue over when the fuck it was.
Where are we at now?
This when it comes out, it'll be episode 92. So literally almost 30 episodes apart. Crazy stuff. We talked about adopting children. For those that don't know. Now, we last time talked about like what the proper age was and if we should get a kid together. We're gonna do that still?
I don't think you're the right move for me.
Why is that?
I don't know. I think we'd have different types of parental guidance for our children.
Give me your great therapist knowledge.
I just think that I would be the good guy.
I'd be the bad dad.
You'd be the bad guy or the bad dad.
Bad dad.
Cop, right?
I'm a bad dad.
You would smack the whip, and then I would resent you for it.
I'm a bad dad. I like to be called bad daddy.
Bad daddy.
Boom! Title: Bad Daddy with Josh.
That's actually, if you were a DJ, that would be your name.
No, absolutely not.
Bad Daddy.
I would love to DJ, but I feel like everyone's had that. I feel like there's like two things where guys are like, I want to do this at some point in my life, and one is I'm gonna be a DJ, and the other one is let's open a bar together.
I want to open a club, so
same.
I guess
same. But you've had that thought, right?
To open a bar.
Yeah. Or a club. Every guy has. It's like something in our we're like, we should own a bar. What better place? We could just drink at our own place. Like that's the whole thought process
behind it. We can
just
get drunk for free.
You get drunk for free. The ladies will come to the bar. Like it's like
automatically.
It's so dumb.
We don't even have to invite them. They're just gonna come.
Right.
They'll even pay us.
They might, or you just let them in for free.
That's true. Yeah.
How lucky is it that lovely ladies, get to go in for free to most places?
I think that's a marketing ploy.
Of course it is. If the ladies are there, the lovely women, we're gonna go.
And then the guy's gonna buy the drinks for the ladies.
Right.
That's just how it's always been. Why don't we ever get our drinks bought for us?
It's never happened to you?
I think like once. But that's in like 15 years of looking at women for the first time. Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely it's definitely a rare occasion that happens. Like it just doesn't. Yeah.
It takes a real.
I just don't think we're pretty enough.
To come up to you and be like, "Hey, daddy."
Girls will buy other girls drinks before they buy a guy a drink.
Oh yeah, but why is that though? Like, why can't I have a drink bought for me by the opposite sex and it be normalized?
Has a guy ever bought you a drink?
Yes.
That I've had happen.
That happens more than the other way.
Oh, it does. 100%. Okay. Wait. Is it not a good feeling when a gay man hits on you?
It is, unless their intentions are purely like, by the end of the night, they're like, I bought you a drink, right? Now they want to bring me to their hotel room.
Isn't that kind of the intention anytime someone buys someone a drink?
You could just be friendly. Like,
yeah, but like, you got to think like you, come on. someone buys a drink for someone, they're obviously interested in that person.
They're
Like,
interested,
like
but it
yes,
could be
it
for
could be,
multiple
it can be
things, right?
friendly, but like at the end of the day, they're like,
Or it
hey,
could
why
be
don't you
because
come
you have
on
a
home?
secondary reason, which is like you're trying to sell them something. So if it's like a client or something, then it's you're not trying to get in
Oh,
their
way to
pants. You're
nitpick the
trying to get in their
situation.
wallet. It
Way
might
to
be a little
nitpick that
different.
situation. Could be for a
Well, you're
client. We're talking
classifying.
about going out right now. You're talking about taking your clients out for dinner, which I respect, but
I mean, you just said a guy buying you a drink or a girl
Mhm.
buying you a drink, and technically that's not the only reason. I mean,
okay, you're out at the bar.
yeah,
Picture this:
I'm ready.
you're out in town. It's Friday night. The pregame went superb. You're having a great time. You get to the bar. Let's take shots, everybody. Let's take shots. You win, yeah, yeah. You get up to the bar. You order the round of shots. Lovely gentleman next to you. Hey there, big boy,
Big Daddy.
big daddy, big daddy. What do you want to drink? I'll get you a drink
Shirley Temple.
at the bar.
Spiked Shirley Temple.
Dirty Shirley. Good call. Not fruity at all. Good call.
I got to play into it. You know what I'm saying?
But it feels good to be hit on as a guy,
Yeah.
even if it's a guy, whatever his intentions are. You just
Yeah.
go, I don't swing that way. Thank you.
I don't swing that way, but
Yeah,
thanks
I got
for
it.
the drink.
All right, I got a girlfriend.
You gotta
Thanks
wait
for the
till
drink.
after you get the drink to say that, though.
Oh,
Is that
oh,
wrong?
100%.
Yeah.
I think that's girls do the same thing.
Yeah.
100%.
No, they're like, oh, my boyfriend's over here,
Yeah, girls will they'll say something after every
Oh, yeah.
time. Every
yeah.
time.
or they like pick a really crowded bar and they know they can get away with like the hit and run.
Yeah, they could
Do
go.
you know what the hit and run is?
I would assume it's they get a drink and just run.
Yeah, but like they just go, they may like touch your back at the bar, and then there's a bunch of people over
Just the
here.
hit.
They grab it and like you look away and they're gone. And you're just sat there thinking like, did I just get played?
I feel like this has happened to you. You kind of feel like you're talking. I feel like you had some experience with what you just told me.
I would say that it's happened at least 2 to 5 times in my whole life, though. Not regularly. I mean, Jessica usually doesn't do that to me, right, babe?
Who the fuck you talking to over there?
I don't know. There's somebody sitting over here. Her name's Jessica.
Yeah, it's. I mean, that's why would they not do that? Girls can go out. They could go out for free every night of the week, anytime, if they
That's what
really wanted
Tinder's
to.
for.
If they really put it up. Yeah. Oh my
Like,
god.
You could literally eat for free.
The
on
girls
Tinder.
yeah, we all know a girl that does that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go on a date every night of the week, get a free meal.
I know.
It's insane.
Once again, that person in the back's very, very, very guilty of it.
Now, as the guy, and then the flip side of it is if you don't buy the meal as the guy, they're like, this fucking cheap bastard didn't buy my
Yeah.
meal. So you're like, I gotta buy the meal somehow.
It's not
It's
fair,
ridiculous.
though. Like, why is that the standard these days? Right? Like, what? Okay, so not to get weird here, but
Get
back
weird.
back in the day, the thing was, the woman works at home, the man,
Right.
goes out, makes some money, whatever, right? And in those days, it was standard for the man to pay for the woman for her, food, everything like that. But today now, the average girlfriend, and this might, hopefully it's not just my view, but the average woman wants the guy to pay for her meals and all of that that side of the standard. But on the other half, we don't get taken care of the same way.
I think the right girl takes care of you, right? I think that's a thing. Like if you're like, if they're into you, they're gonna try. I do think I think you're right. I think that's how it is. I think it's commendable. Also, from the guy's point of view, like, I mean, I was raised to pay. Like, I kind of expect to do that, so it's not like the end of the world.
Yeah, and
But
I,
it is
I do too.
right.
mean,
No, I'm not saying you
I
weren't.
just automatically do it. It's not like a question.
Right.
But it's like, where's the other half of it for the most part in most relationships, anyways? Mine, homie, good to go. But others, I feel like men get mistreated all of the time.
It definitely can happen. I mean, it's also like super nice when the girl makes the effort to do that, but it's not a necessity. You know what I mean? It's not like it's just like just a warm feeling. You're like, oh wait, this person's doing this for me. Like, it's kind of nice.
It does feel good,
Definitely catches you off guard.
right? It feels really good on this side to like
Yeah.
just randomly like you're out.
I
Maybe
get
it's
to-
not first date. Like first date, what do you expect first date? Like, are you always paying first date, like first time you're meeting the girl, bringing her out to dinner, like
So I think this will depend on the guy, but I think again, I think the guy should pay. I think that's just how it is. Now, I think what's different though is like, what are you looking for?
right?
Me personally, if the girl like reaches for it, that's a good sign. Like she's
Yeah.
like on
At
her
least
own,
she
she
like
expects to be like that. Like I take that as a good sign. But I'm gonna pay, or I'm gonna put up a fight. I'm not gonna let her pay for starters. She's
right.
not paying for my
So if
meal.
she like snags the bill, you're gonna like run your debit card, credit card to the waitress, and
Yeah,
not pay.
yeah, yeah. If I didn't do that when I walked in,
You
it's
go
it's a
ahead of the
baller move.
game.
That's a baller move right there. You go walk in, you go, it's all on me.
She's like, "Where's the bill?"
You're
You're
like,
like, "It's already
taken
taken care of."
I know the owners of this place.
You like just
Yeah.
handed it
You
when
go
you
to
said
the
you had to go to the bathroom earlier,
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
would have seemed cooler than you are.
Yep. Yeah, you get up at the end of the meal, go like I'm gonna go clean up, wash my hands again, and then that's when you get it back. And you're like, oh, I know the owner
Sneaky.
here. Go to like a nice 5-star place. Like,
Sneaky
oh, I know
daddy.
the owner. Yeah. Yeah, Big Daddy's got some moves.
I'm Big Daddy. What daddy would you be
Skinny Daddy.
then? Technically, you're tall.
Tall Daddy.
So
Yeah.
tall
Tall Daddy. Tall Daddy.
Daddy long legs.
Daddy. Yeah, I mean, I don't like that one, but that's one that comes up for sure.
You know, like referred to as being a spider.
No, who would?
I mean, I wouldn't say that's what I've been referred to as, but
You've been referred to as a bug?
have you never been referred to as a bug before?
No.
Like a stink bug or like a.
That's the one you went with? You went with stink bug?
I mean, like I don't
thought
know.
you were gonna
I
say
feel like
cuddle bug,
I've been
and you
called,
went
like,
with stink
Dude,
bug.
I've literally been called a stink bug before. Like if I fart or something, and like someone, like I'm a stink bug.
I
What
you
else
didn't-
is
for
there
the
another
record,
name?
wait,
What
wait,
would you
wait,
think?
wait, for the record, you didn't have to explain why you were called stink bug. I
I just
knew.
felt like the context would be good. For
I
the
think everyone
situation.
understood the context of the situation.
You know what?
I was thinking more along the lines of cuddle bug. I feel like I've heard that term before.
Cuddle bug. Okay.
My little cuddle
I
bug.
guess. I mean, I may have been called that too. That's just not what came to mind first. For
You're
some
my
reason.
little cuddle bug. Say it in that voice. God, the baby voice is
Cuddle
either
bug.
get baby voices, hit or miss.
Depending on if it's good or not. Like with a girl, or just like talking with your boys, like, "Hey, what's up?"
When do we
Um,
ever talk like
Like
that?
what? I don't know how to do baby. Do your best impression right now.
Oh my goodness.
Baby voice.
Mommy.
Mommy.
Yeah, anyways.
I don't know what that was.
You like
Gaga.
hold you like mommy.
I think I was like trying to do my Stitch, and I was trying to do the baby, but I brought in Stitch.
You did bring in Stitch.
Hi.
Yeah.
Aloha.
Oh my gosh.
And can you be the girl for me?
Yeah.
I'll be Stitch.
Oh, I have to be
What's her
Lilo.
name? Milo?
Lilo and
Oh,
Stitch,
Lilo.
the movie.
I forgot
Pull
her
that up. Pull that up right away. Pull up. Pull
I
up. Pull up.
forgot her name.
Yeah.
We
Pull
were
up.
just talking about forgetting names.
Let's pull up
And I
Lilo and
literally
Stitch to
forgot her
show.
name.
Yeah, let's show.
Okay.
What are you googling right now? Lilo
Got some sticky
and
fingers
Stitch.
over there. What's our producer's name?
She doesn't exist.
Okay.
She's irrelevant.
Well, my mic's pointless.
There it is. There's
Okay.
Stitch, and now
Hi.
you see Lilo. I don't know what she sounds like.
Ohana means family. Family means.
What does she sound like? Does anyone know in here? I'm not
Uh,
doing the. I don't know the Lilo voice.
I mean, sound Hawaiian.
No, that's gonna get me canceled.
Okay, give me your best Stitch then.
I'm too. I don't. Kind of like what you did.
It's literally like the only voice I think I'm good at, but I feel like we all do so many voices that we're not good at.
Favorite Disney movie? Go.
Frozen.
Oh, that's a good one.
You just gotta let it go.
Just gotta let it go and let it snow.
What about you?
Dude, I don't even. That's a good question. I don't know.
There's so many to choose.
I
from.
definitely see. That's the thing is, I feel like I've watched them all, but then at the end of the day, I can't think of like.
What they
I don't
actually
have
are.
that like in my brain
Okay,
where I'm like,
Pirates
oh,
of the Caribbean.
if that counts,
right?
that for
What do you
sure
think? It's a
that.
Disney movie.
Well, because I was thinking I should have said more specific. You are right. That is a Disney movie.
Yeah.
Technically, I could say Star Wars is a Disney movie, but like
Now
now.
it's a
But I
different.
meant like old school animated. So you named Frozen, that counts as animated. But like old school, maybe look up Disney animated movies because otherwise we're gonna get
Like
way too
Cinderella,
many. Yeah,
or
Breeding the Beast,
I don't know like the good ones,
um,
and I don't want to say like the girl ones.
Emperor's New Groove.
I was just really
That's a good one.
okay. That's not.
Oh, you know what my
That's
favorite
a
is?
cartoon.
Big Hero 6. Have
You
you seen
like
Big
Big
Hero
Hero?
6?
I actually haven't. Isn't it the big marshmallow guy that I
It
kind of
is
resemble?
fantastic. Yes. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yes.
Big Hero 6. If you haven't
Does
seen
he
it,
make
check it
noises or
out.
does he talk?
Yeah, he's an AI like medical robot
Marshmallow.
marshmallow. Yeah, he inflates and he's like, "Hi, I'm B Max," and it's adorable. It's adorable. It's the cutest thing in the world. I'm
I,
gonna go. That's my favorite for sure.
yeah.
Big Hero 6.
I
Yeah.
would say I love the whole Toy Story franchise too.
Oh my god, I forgot about Toy Story. So I'm saying like I don't have that brain that remembers like that. Like I know that's part of my childhood, and like if someone brings it up, I can talk about it. But I'm not someone to be like I can just pull that out of my hat and be like, let's talk about Toy Story.
I mean,
Like
you said Disney, and I just like go to like future day. Like I'm like Marvel, right? Like
right, that's what they.
technically,
Yeah,
you could now say
you
that
can say
Marvel's
Marvel, you
yeah.
can say Star Wars. I think they helped with like Avatar and stuff too. The blue people. Have you see what you still haven't
The
seen?
blue creatures with their hair connects to like
Yeah,
the earth.
the Earth, everything
You
connects to
know, have
everything.
you seen the new one?
No, I just asked you if you saw
Oh, I
it.
completely missed that question. Well, no, I haven't. We were supposed to see it,
We
but you
were
ditched
supposed to
me.
see it.
So,
Wow. Made him. Wow. Anyways, next segment. Okay, I'm just kidding. Yeah, we were supposed to see it. Sorry.
I
I
mean,
don't know what happened then.
I
I don't
don't know if
remember.
it was you or if it's me, but we can just say it was me.
We went and saw Ant-Man instead
We
at
did.
that shitty movie theater.
It was so bad. The whole like there was holes in the seats.
Movie theater was. I didn't think it was be that bad of a
Oh,
man.
that's hot.
I didn't think it would be that bad. It was bad.
It was
It
really
was
bad.
bad.
And I mean, it was your choice. Like we could have
It
went,
was. It
Sundial. We
was.
could have went anywhere that
Wasn't there. Well, now I know. I've never been there
I would
before.
consider that like a busted
It
movie
was
theater.
busted. Yeah,
Bust
it was
down.
a busted
No,
movie theater.
it was rough. They had a bar though, I think. So
I think they're all have that now. They're trying to they're trying to bring back business. They're
they're
trying to
trying
make
to
it like
bring
a
back
place
movies in general
to
because nobody goes to the movies.
yeah, like trying to make it like a place to hang out. Like, oh, let's go to the movie theater bar and watch it like
Well,
and get plastered. What are
you
we
know
doing?
what? Like the whole disconnect is when streaming started. Like now they too fast. They're too fast to stream, right? Like they need to make it like a required amount of time that it's in the movies versus like all different amounts of time, so that they can make sure they get as much revenue as they can out of it. Because like movie theaters are dying. Like
Yeah, not only that, like the whole revenue structure of making movies has changed. Like these movies, the things are out the window. Like the theaters are out the window. Whether it's just a matter of time. Like it just
but
is.
like
They got
I'm gonna
lucky with the
miss
whole
it
rally.
once they are gone. But I don't go enough now to actually like
That's what everyone
think
says.
about it now.
No one goes though. Everyone just said what you said is perfect describing of like everyone will want to go and says like, oh no, don't close, but like no one goes. I don't go.
No,
Do you go?
that movie was months
Shakes
ago.
her head. No, she has a mic in front of her. Doesn't matter. Unbelievable.
She doesn't
Um,
understand what words are. You want to say hello?
she's a
to the
mute.
people?
But no, that it's like the streaming structure is like changed the game completely. It's even changed how they like fund movies to that extent. Like I think it was Matt Damon, or yeah, I think he came out and said like this whole streaming is like we don't get as much funding for movies now. That's why like the Netflix movies are they're so ass.
You think they're bad?
Tell me one good Netflix movie. They have good shows, but I'm talking about the movies.
I just like Disney cannot remember the specific movies they've made, but that's not what I'm concerned about. But I definitely know that we've watched Netflix movies that are like really good. But then
Can you
a
put that
lot
on the
of them,
screen for
though,
us?
a lot of them we find that they have a terrible ending.
Yeah.
So like you'll get all the way through and it was such a good movie,
Okay.
and then it just ends.
Murder
so bad.
Mystery.
Murder Mystery. The
You thought
first
that was
one
a good
was
one?
great. That was with Adam Sandler and Jennifer Aniston. You haven't seen the first one?
I saw it.
Okay. And you liked it. I loved it.
It was okay.
Really.
The thing for me about the Netflix movies is they're so like predictable.
Yeah.
There's a movie I think it's like Red Notice or something.
Red Notice, yes, with
With
the old lady with the blonde hair,
And
all
then Ryan
curly.
Reynolds and
What's
hold on, she's pulling it up right here. Yes,
okay,
yes, this one.
what's her name?
Okay, we watched this because
It's
beautiful.
got The Rock.
Got The Rock. It's got
Right.
Ryan Reynolds. So
Yep.
you're like, it's got to
Yep.
be pretty good.
Okay.
And then it's got Gal Gadot,
Wait, you
who,
didn't
by the
like
way,
this
is
movie.
the most prettiest female to ever exist on the face of Earth. This movie is atrocious.
Well, we both love this movie. How dare you?
Okay, this movie I took a 50 milligram edible and I watched this movie and I could tell you exactly what's going to happen in the next scene every time. I don't know if I'm psychic on the edible, but I was like, this is the most predictable movie I've ever watched in my life.
I don't think so.
Yeah. Well, rewatch it and tell me what you think because it was
We
ridiculous.
should watch it together and then just film our reactions and see like what your true reactions. Maybe because it was because you were on.
It could have been that because I was like, this is.
You were like all knowing
Okay,
for a second.
We were sitting, and I wasn't alone for the record. I didn't sit that. I was not alone. I guess I should. We all watched it, and then we were like, this is the same thing. This is just super brick. Oh, that is. You know what?
Oh,
I messed up. There's
movie
one.
was great.
Okay, this movie was really good.
Yeah.
Predictable, but good. They did a good job
Here
with
we
this
go
one
to
too.
predictable. Okay.
And now I know that's a
every
whole.
movie's predictable, right? You see
Right.
a scary movie, you know it's going slow into a cut scene. Something's gonna jump out of the corner, right? Like movies are about predictable
See, I think
actions.
that's the difference for me is like certain movies I can't predict it because I'm too caught up in either that's okay.
The plot of the
Right.
movie.
That's what I was about to say. I narrowed down a good movie has a plot in a story that's so good that you even though it could be predictable, you're so ingrained in it that you don't realize like, oh, I
What's
should
about
have
to
known
happen.
that was going to happen.
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting at here. And I think a lot of those not Marvel. Well, Marvel's the king of predictable movies. And I'm a sucker for those.
I'm sucker.
And
I
that's
big fan.
and I know that that's a horrible taste in movies, but yeah, I love Marvel movies because I just like see the story come to life. And that's the thing is I get ingrained in the story,
So you forget.
so I forget even though I know
You're like, oh,
Doctor Strange is going to
Captain
win.
America's
Captain America's
die.
going to win. Yeah,
Oh,
I
wait,
get
did he die? No, Iron Man died. Wait,
Captain America is just not in it anymore. He
he's
got
just
old.
dead. Okay.
Yeah.
They
But
actually said they're gonna. Oh,
I mean, they could bring him back.
no,
Yeah.
they actually said that like they're gonna take a bunch of new movies and they're all gonna not have characters that like we've seen before to try to like start a new like generation.
Well, that's how the comics go.
See, and I'm not a comic
See,
fan.
the comics, so they're following the comics along pretty well with the storyline, and they're at right now, which we saw Ant-Man was the introduction of Kang the Conqueror.
Right.
He's the one. This is when the multiverse
Opens up.
opens up, so they can bring back characters now. Because there's another universe where Tony Stark didn't die. There's another
Right,
universe where Captain
okay.
America didn't go back in time. So like they can bring them back if they want. But when the comics got that big, they also had like the Young Avengers, and that's what they're gonna bring back, like the new round of like, oh, this person is Captain America, but it's not Steve Rogers, it's
Right.
someone else. So and yeah, they have all sorts of different
How many
characters.
movies? How many more movies do you think they can come out with surrounding? And how many movies has there been already? There has to have been like 20. So
Well, they're on phase 4 right now.
how many phases?
They're going to they've already announced phase 5 and 6 from what I believe. So that 31 films.
31 films.
Since
Since 2007 too.
yeah.
That's less than 20 years ago.
Have you ever watched them all in order?
No.
You want to talk about wasting a weekend?
A weekend. You couldn't fit that many Marvel movies in a weekend.
But like ideally you're going to do that over the weekend. That's what I'm saying. This expression.
It's gonna be
My point is like, yes, they're 3 hours long each, maybe 2 hours, whatever. But like that's what I mean is like you're gonna waste the movie. Like you can watch them all in order, or you can watch them in order they were released, or watch them in chronological order, which I have done.
You've done the third one only. You haven't
Chronological
rewatched
order.
them all in different orders.
No, I didn't do that. I watched them in chronological from the story. So like Captain America's first because his first movie is in 1942. Yeah,
Right.
like we got them all up here.
When they started experimenting on humans. Yep.
No. Oh, I guess technically, yeah.
Did they experiment on rats
No one ever
first? Or did
talks
they go
about
right
that.
to humans?
They were just doing human experiments and
They don't.
Marvel.
You think with like in today's age, they would just like be like, this movie's inappropriate because they're experimenting.
Do you think how close do you think we are to getting a Captain America like
Shield.
person in this.
Oh, person. Okay. The shield itself is impossible, let alone Captain America. So I think you've gone too deep here.
We just talked about experimenting on humans.
Right.
That's what I'm getting at. How far do you think we are from experimenting on humans to where we can create a super soldier of sorts?
I think that we're already starting with brain chips with Elon. So like, I don't think he's even got approval to experiment on humans yet with his brain chip.
So you think you're on the idea that we're gonna go computer to AI merger versus being able to develop superhuman capability?
Yeah, we definitely. I mean, we're already on the AI path now, and then like, speaking of right,
ChatGPT. Pull up ChatGPT.
Yeah, yeah. What do you think about it? Is it scary? Is it helpful? Have you used it yet?
What did you see like yesterday? A bunch of top like computer researchers, Musk, Steve Wozniak from Apple, like all like 120 people signed a petition to like stop AI research for the next 6 months until the government or whoever entity can like come up with enough right to have an idea of what could happen, because they're saying like it's going to get out of control. We have no idea where this goes. We need to have a risk analysis of what could happen and what we can do to prepare for it if something happens.
So like, could something that happens be like the AI basically becomes so smart that we don't need people for jobs anymore, for certain jobs? So like, is that going to create an economic crisis by that happening?
So there's two ways of thinking. There's that it would, ooh, we have to log in. Yeah, sign us up. Fuck it. So there's two ways of thinking here. There's that, which is that AI is going to take over mundane jobs. We're going to have mass layoffs, mass people poor. We need to develop a system that's going to work out for that. Now, there's that, which is like Andrew Yang, if you've heard of him. He runs on that. He's convinced that all the trucker jobs are going to be taken over by AI trucks. That's, 50
like just automation, like
automation itself. It's going to take over all mundane jobs. We're going to have 30 to 80 million people out of work, and then we need to figure out a solution. And his solution is universal basic income. Now, that's a whole nother topic.
For doing nothing.
But it's not enough to. Anyways, we can get into that. That's different. But then there's the other way of thinking, which is kind of where I lead. What I need a code? We need a code on my phone. 5. My phone just
3278.
32435. Oh, that would have been, you would have been AI, bro.
I thought you talk about being psychic. That was halfway psychic.
I did that on purpose. I paused after the 4-2, so you'd be like, oh. We'll ask it something in a sec. You got something you want to ask it? Okay. No? You can talk. No, okay. But then so back to what I was saying. The other way of thinking is that AI is going to come, it's going to take care of jobs, but just like anything in history, it's going to create new jobs that we can't predict. You can't predict what the next jobs are.
I feel like those jobs, like compared to, I don't want to say a basic trucking job. America runs on truckers, right? Like, but those truckers are not experienced / have gone to school / have the skill yet to take the jobs that I think AI kind of taking over their jobs and self-driving would create, right?
We don't know what jobs that are going to be created. That's the whole hypothesis. You're assuming that,
like, why do you need to create any jobs when it's all on a computer, when it's all software, when it's...
No, I understand. I'm not saying the jobs that they did previously. I'm saying there's a new set of jobs that we like physically don't know, and like we don't know what that's going to be. For instance, like they used to handwrite books. They used to pay people to handwrite books.
And now they just stamp them.
And then they had the printing press come out.
Right.
That put a lot of people out of jobs, and like, but that was like, you know what I'm saying, like that.
New jobs, making the printing
press,
delivering the
printing press. Yeah, now they have a printing press mechanic, someone to put all the papers together. Like, I don't know, you don't know we don't know what it's gonna be. We don't know until we, cross that threshold. Yeah, we have no idea. So I mean, there's ways I think like, yeah, we might want to like start hypothesizing what that might be and like figure out like what might these new jobs, like I think it's gonna go
manipulate the market. So like by it taking certain sectors and whatever, it's going to create market chaos, I feel like.
So I mean, it might cause market chaos for like a little bit, but again, you got to think like there's something's gonna come out of it. So whether the economy shifts to something completely different where Everyone is a contract worker, which I mean, I think we're heading that way anyways, the way capitalism goes. Like, no offense, I like capitalism, it's great, but like there's got to be some type of blended system here, because all we're heading toward right now is like these hegemons that of business that own entire sectors, and they buy out any competition, they buy up anything they want because they have more money, they have more capital, and we're all going to work for these hegemons. It's going to be like an
Hedge a what?
hegemons. Look that up.
Is that a real word?
Hegemont. Maybe I'm saying it wrong, but yes.
It's like hedge fund.
Hegemont. Yeah.
Hegemony.
Yeah. So
Hegemony.
yeah, that's the right term.
Can you play the
Leading
sound
or
right now?
no, we can't hear it. Leading or dominance, especially by a country or social group over others. So what I'm saying is, there's these companies are gonna have
So huge
hegemony.
conglomerates.
Correct. And I think that's what we're heading toward. And then we're all gonna work for these conglomerates, whether it's employee or you wake up at 8.
Is that going to kill small businesses then? You
Of
think?
course it is.
Yeah.
Small
I mean,
business
that's
is
always what's happening.
what's happening
with
right now,
Amazon,
right?
Yeah.
And you hear it more and more, especially with like COVID propelling it and inflation. Like, I mean, I go to dinner with my dad, and he's like, "Oh my God, the mom and pop place I go to, they're charging me, prices went up $3." And I'm like, "Yeah, do you realize like they can't afford
To pay for the food.
to pay for the food
To keep
because
the prices
in
where they are.
McDonald's can, because they're buying it so much at scale that they can just, oh, it doesn't affect our bottom line, and
It's
we'll
a
raise it a
process.
cent."
It's not like it's actual. I mean, it's food, but it's not like food.
But it's a different, like, the mom and pop cannot afford to buy at the prices that the big hegemons can, whatever the word is precisely.
I really like conglomerate better than hegemony.
I mean, you could technically say cartel, oligarch.
It's not the cartel I'm used to.
No, but like there is cartel is originated as a business term for someone that corners
It
the
wasn't
market.
about drugs in the first place.
No, but look at cartel and what it means from a business standpoint, and it's what
Group of independent market participants who.
that's why it associates it with drug cartels, because it's the same. The definition applies to drug cartels.
Collude with each other in order to improve their profits and dominate the market.
Right.
Okay. So it's not just that's
No,
just
but
association.
yeah. So the business term is cartel, and then drug cartels because why? Because that is a group of independent market participants that collude together.
So just giant companies are basically cartels.
I think it'll develop into that. Yeah.
Target's a cartel.
I think you'll see Target and Walmart eventually go away, and one of them is going to be in charge. Like, that's what I'm saying. We're getting to a point like
buy each other and
someone's gonna either Amazon buys them or
isn't that what a
something.
monopoly is though? Like, isn't that what we're against right now?
That's pretty much what we're heading toward. I mean, where else?
Right, but like there's laws in place so that monopolies don't take place. Like,
No, there are, but you got to think like if a company of Amazon size can buy up all of its competition, and I mean, what are they gonna say? Like someone, I guess there could be two.
but
But that's what
SEC will step in and not let them do it.
Right, but this is what I'm saying is we're gonna have cartels, or what'd you say?
Mafias?
It's definitely not what you said. But
Conglomerates.
conglomerates. Thank you over there. Or conglomerates in the same industry. So let's just use your example of Walmart and Target. Walmart and Target buy up
Target,
everyone,
Walmart.
Hear me out.
Okay.
Walmart and Target buy up everyone else in the retail space.
Right.
They own everyone. And your only two options are Target and Walmart. Now, that's not a monopoly.
There's two
However,
more, right?
there is nowhere else to go. So it might as well be, because they can be a cartel and collude. So, but now as a worker, you only have two options to work for. Either work for
Target or
Walmart or work for Target.
Red, green.
Now,
Red or green pill, right?
Yeah, and where that goes from there is up in the air. Like, is it going to be, I think with the digital age and the digital age rising, what we'll see a shift into is maybe more contractor work. So we wake up at 5 a.m. and you bring sales to the table because you're a salesman. They'll hire you on a 3-month contract and say, hey, we need a salesperson to start pushing vacuums or whatever it is, and you're going to pick it up and you're going to go, either that's enough money for me to do it, or I'm going to pick up someone else's gig.
So what if there was a system where there was basically contracts given out each day,
Yeah.
And you wake up, or maybe they could be day long, they could be 3 months, they could be a year long, but it's just like Uber, right? So this actual system, this startup, whatever that we create, will literally hand out jobs to people who are qualified and offer contracts for people, and that's how employees were actually hired. Instead of going through a hiring process, you have a certain set of skills,
I
like
think that's possible,
Liam
and
Neeson.
I definitely think
You
that's
just have a certain
possible.
set of skills, and then the app picks you. You decline or accept like an Uber ride,
Yeah, what I just yeah.
right? And then that's how we work instead of having like hiring managers and everything like that.
I think again, that's where I think that's going to be potentially the next layer after AI takes over the mundane jobs. So you're going to have a skill that you can offer, and yeah, you can pick up a job with XYZ company or
There's
not.
always going to be labor, right?
That's what it,
Like
yeah.
there's always going to be labor jobs. Like there's robots are too expensive to do every labor job, I feel like.
Oh, I disagree with that. Because you also got to think about like liability and stuff, and how our the whole thing runs off insurance. And if
Right.
they can get a robot that isn't potentially going to get
And
hurt on a job site,
you really don't need any
they don't need
insurance
us.
except for equipment.
Right? Yeah, yeah. Insurance people don't even realize. I don't think people realize it's not talked about a lot. But like insurance slash
It's
like risk
expensive.
management. Well, yes, that's not where I'm going at all. Is like runs everything. That is what really sets like government policy, all that stuff. Like nothing gets done without the insurance companies giving it an okay,
So like,
because they have to know how they can insure it. If they don't have a system, for instance, let's take weed. Weed's now becoming legal, right?
right.
But for the longest time, and there's other reasons why, but like the main reason is they didn't know how to insure it. How do we insure if someone's driving and they are smoke and they find out there's weed in their
That's
system and
why
they get in
like
an accident?
there wasn't actual legalization, was because of insurance.
They help create the policy because there's money involved where they can insure the businesses, the grower,
Right.
like they have to figure out how they get their money, but they're not gonna allow it to be legal if there's not any money, and
To be
they have
made on the
and
other
insurance
side,
is by
right?
far the biggest, like I mean maybe besides the banks, but even the banks have to have insurance. So like there's this weird thing where like
Dude, insurance is expensive.
it is expensive.
Like on your house, on your car. I mean, my insurance for my car is $310
That's insane.
a month.
That's
I don't know
insane.
what I did wrong, but it's not. What's yours? Like, is it?
Mine's like 100.
Don't we have the same like your car?
I don't know. Well, I also am moving back to Florida, so I bet you mine will go up. But I haven't switched it yet because I
So you
haven't
think
needed
by
to.
being in like Greenville, it's a lot less expensive
Yeah,
in
there's
the middle of
no
nowhere?
one lives in South Carolina.
Oh, that's right. I mean, then there would be less cars to
Yeah,
potentially get in accidents with, everything
yeah,
like that. So
yeah. The insurance on houses is getting crazy because, and people were talking about that. Oh, we forgot about the Chat GBT thing.
oh,
Let's go back to Chat GBT. Forget about insurance. I don't give a flying fuck about insurance.
how do we ask it a question?
What do we want to ask it? Should we go back to a callback we did earlier? Hmm.
What are the specifications for adopting a child?
Oh, that's a big callback. All right.
Let's go all the way back, just so we know what we're talking about from before. I don't even know if you can ask it questions like this. Can you?
You can ask it anything. It'll tell you if it can answer or not.
Anything. Is it built? Did they build this into Bing now? Or is that a different bot?
Oh, here we go. Depends on the country, age, the marital status, income of the. Oh, that's the adoption process. Wow, that's just holy. That is. Oh my God, it's giving us everything. I've never used it till today. This is.
Study. Wow. No, I've never used this, so it's so crazy. It's just like writing it out for you.
Ask it what's the solution for AI taking jobs.
I think it's gonna get offensive.
Yeah, what if it's like,
It's gonna get offended.
don't talk to your overlord like that?
Is it Siri who talks back to her, or is it Alexa? Alexa like will tell you she's a hot bot. She can't take you on a date. Solution for taking jobs. Oh, here we go. The impact of AI on the job market is a complex issue. Can you read better than me from this far?
Well, I'm letting it load. It's going crazy.
It looks
Complex
pissed off.
issue. I think it's throwing it. I think it's just brushing it off. Ultimately, the solution to the impact of AI on employment will require a combination of these strategies as well as going outside research collaboration. So reducing work hours, implementing AI ethically and responsibly, implementing universal basic income. The bot leans
it's
left.
It's what your Alex Wang guy said.
Oh my gosh. Alex Wang. No.
Did I say the name right?
Andrew Yang, but close enough.
Andrew
You just
Tate.
thought about the first. Investing in education and re-skilling. Yeah, that's a big one they think too. Tell us a joke. Tell me a joke. You just getting my data. They're like, this guy's using ChatGPT to write jokes.
Why don't scientists trust atoms?
Because they make up everything. That's funny. Ask it to sell.
Sell me a pen.
Okay.
I mean, that's a most common sales question right there. It's going off.
This pen is not just a pen. It's a high quality ballpoint pen with a comfortable grip and a smooth ink flow. It's perfect for everyday use, whether you're signing important documents, writing a to-do list, or jotting down notes for a meeting. Sir, you're going to want this pen. One of the best things about this pen is its durability. It's built to last, so you won't have to worry about running out of ink or breaking after just a few uses. It's also refillable, so you can continue to use it for years and years to come. Sir, what do you think of this pen?
I think that this thing could easily take my job.
This thing will sell for us. We're done. We're done.
Could figure out how to use it to our advantage, though. Think our bosses would ever figure out that?
Oh my god, I'm just gonna have this automate my entire sales job.
Right, make all your processes.
Sell apartment advertising.
There we go. That's actually a good one. It's relatable.
It's the last one we're gonna do. Then we're going back to talking about sales. This is insane. That's an email. It just sent an email to your top client.
It could.
Overall, our apartments offer everything you need to live. Oh, it wrote specifically for an apartment, so it didn't write. Oh, it didn't write okay. So you'd have to be more specific of what you ask. So is this GPT 3 or 4? Do you know? Did we get the right one? No idea.
Wait, what's the difference?
Oh, I think it just automatically updates. So if we we're on 4. ChatGPT 4.
March 14th version.
That's the newest one. Yeah, that's GPT 4. They just launched it. That's insane.
I've been playing with this Yoda, and I don't understand.
Flip him inside out.
Why it has it. I thought this was a golf club thing or something.
Now he's angry.
He's sad.
Now he's angry.
Oh.
You never seen the reversible octopuses?
He's sad. He's not angry.
He's angry. He's not happy. Make him happy.
With my forehead. Hey, buddy.
No, just flip him inside. He's happy. No, he's happy.
He's good. I'm gonna stop touching him. He's gonna get mad again.
So we're both salesmen.
Yeah.
We both love that. You like it more than me, though.
You don't like it?
That's not what I would ask.
Oh. I do like it. I've been in sales for 10 years, and obviously, if you didn't like something, you probably wouldn't do it for 10 years.
Right. That's
true.
At
least I hope I wouldn't.
What is it that because so many different types of methods, certain different types of salesmen. What is it that you specifically like and get into? What is it that gets your gears grinded when you're
what grinds your gears? No, I would say, in what aspect? Sorry, rephrase.
No, just saying what is it that why do you wake up and you're I like doing what I'm doing? What is it with sales?
Because I like the art of the deal, the excitement you get, the process of it. When you can take nothing and turn it into something, you're achieving something, right? So this person would never buy this item without me pitching it to them and
mic closer to you, sorry.
Doing the work to sell the actual item to them or the service or whatever it might be.
Yeah.
So when you finally get that done, I think it's just the thrill, what's that word for excitement?
Yeah, the thrill,
The adrenaline.
adrenaline.
The adrenaline, right? Like,
So you like the rush of it.
I like the rush
So
of
you
it.
like the up and the down, and then the up again.
Gotta admit, I really don't like the downs.
I mean, I don't think anyone does, but you enjoy the ups enough to where you can tolerate the
Right.
downs.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it, right? Like, you can't always be successful every quarter, but
No.
you can be successful 3 out of 4.
Gotta think about that with any job. I feel like
Yeah.
you can't have 100% success rate.
But I feel like sales more than some other jobs. I mean, unless you're like a emergency ER doctor or something, it's like stressful. It's like, I mean, at least when you're under a quota, when you have like a certain expectation, like it's definitely more stressful than I feel like other normal jobs.
Yeah, there's definitely, especially because there's so much more to it than people think.
Right.
Right. Like they think it's just like, I'm gonna go talk to someone and then they're gonna buy from me.
And they're gonna love me. They're gonna
Yeah.
buy it. They're just gonna be like, "Yep, I want it." No.
So I've been thinking about this a lot. How much of your sales do you think is you selling the product or forming the relationship?
I always, before I even mention anything about, I mean, obviously in like a cold email or whatever, you have to like state your purpose, who you're with, everything like that. But like if you're genuinely meeting people at say like a conference, something like that, like if possible, I would not say much about my company unless like they're wondering, and I would create the rapport, the relationship, the like caring side of it, and like genuinely getting to know them before I even go to talk about sales, because like for me, sales are all about relationships, right? Like there's not many sales that do not that there is, right? There's transactional sales, we call them, but like I don't even like I don't like selling things that are mostly transactional.
So you think it does build on more with a relationship, you're saying?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like people buy for people they like. That people buy for people that are like them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, that's just known. So like whether it's us sitting here, you sitting with your leg out, and I'm mimicking your leg, like those are all things. Like literally, like people buy from people like them. So like the best way to sell is literally just mimic the person, but make it so it's not like annoying.
Yeah, I had someone tell me you gotta be like a chameleon. I want you to be able to blend in any situation you're in. If the client is talking about sports, you better freaking know about sports. You know, if they're quiet and they don't want to talk much, like actually the better explanation of that was like you got to be a chameleon, and why you have to be a chameleon in sales is one, you got to know if they want something direct, if they want to talk. That there's some clients they want to sit there and they want to know, give me the numbers, give me the things. Right now, I don't want to talk about it. I don't care about the relationship. Blah blah blah. They want like that's where you have to be the chameleon.
Just know what you're selling. Get to it. I would say, have you ever heard of a DISC personality test?
Yeah.
Look this up real quick, because I was in Denver at a sales summit a month or so back, and we all took these DISC personality tests, and I'm a DI.
You can click the okay.
So what is
go to a picture of it. Sorry, it's gonna make better. Sorry.
So yeah.
Perfect.
So
just zoom in on it.
Dominance, right? So I'm a big D. There's little D. There's little I. There's big I. There's little S. There's little C. There's big C. There's big S, right? So I am a DI. That's exerting dominance and having influence. So like I like to I have to control myself sometimes, because I literally talk too much. Like I just try to assert my dominance over the conversation, or like whatever, right? I like results, being determined. I'm direct. I just tell you how it is. I'm not gonna sugarcoat nothing. And on the other side, the I is enthusiastic, like exciting, outgoing. I always want to make sure that like I'm not ever like a resting bitch face.
All right, I got something fun for you. Can you guess what I am by knowing my personality?
I think you would be
because I know where I'm at. We did this at our company.
IC. Influential.
Interesting. I don't think you could. Oh, I guess you. No, it's not possible.
I mean,
you gotta look at the thing. You know where the chart is. You can't. There's.
Yeah, you got a bit of D in you.
Big Daddy. No. For real. Give me. So here's what I want you to do. Okay, guess what you think I am and your reasoning as to why. Go.
Okay.
I get you started doing that, but then
So
we got
you have to have eye in there because you have a lot of influence on people. I think you're very enthusiastic. You're definitely outgoing
okay.
about everything. So you got to have that eye in there. I'm not sure if it's big eye or little eye yet. Thoughtful, supportive, patient. Mm, mm, nah. Results oriented, determined, and direct. I mean, you have a podcast, and I'm a D, and I don't have a podcast. So you have to be a little determined. So I would say, I don't know, like, you're not always that precise, analytical, like
Do you have a guess?
CD.
CD.
Say it into the mic so we can hear you.
CD.
Okay.
I want to go with either an ID or a DI.
Okay. I'm an IS.
Okay.
Shocking. Shocked me.
Yeah. Like,
Sort of, because so I'm an I leaning toward S. Cuz you can't be IC. You do know that, right? In the disc?
you can.
No, because when you do the test and they put you on it, they have a dot that they put in the middle. They have a dot
Right.
on your test. So you can be like, I mean, you could be IC, but it's going to be more in the middle, I guess, of I. I don't know how to explain it without showing the dots on
When
it.
did you do yours? A long time ago? Like,
Maybe it could have changed, but it changed. I did change. That is true. It did change within a year and a half of doing it. So I did it my first position, then like a year and a half did it again, and I was an IS.
I think that especially like you weren't always in sales, or you used to be in sales, then you got more into marketing, and now you're back in sales.
Yeah, I was more on the ID side, switched back, back and forth. Yeah.
And so I feel like what you're doing every day definitely contributes to how you behave, and it can slowly. I mean, it doesn't happen overnight, but I think slowly, depending on like what you're doing on a daily basis, that you have to at least do 40 hours a week, it changes the way you kind of act or behave a little bit over time.
Oh, 100%. I mean, I think that's a great point you just made there. I think people do need to put into thought what job they're working, because it affects your life whether you think it does or not. You're working, if you're at somewhere for 40 hours a week, even if you don't want to take the issues home with you, it's weighing on you. It just is. If you hate your job, you're gonna have a harder.
You're gonna be pissed off.
You're gonna be
in your
pissed off.
regular
You're gonna be
life.
hating
Like, it's
life a
gonna
little bit
bleed
more.
Through.
It is. Yeah.
I mean, not for that specific reason, but definitely I'm guilty of letting work and life intertwine too much. I've been working on like setting standards or setting like boundaries, I guess is a better word.
Yeah.
Because like I used to work after 5 until like 2 o'clock in the morning, like a night owl, but still work during the day. But I would never like separate it, right? So like now I'm trying to create the habit of after my last meeting at 5 o'clock, like I'm done. It's like that, and then on the weekends, big guilty. On vacation, I don't know what's wrong with me, but during vacation, I literally work.
I mean, I think if you're comfortable with that, there's nothing wrong with it. That's the thing.
But
But
like,
you
I
have to, again,
be careful of people around me though, right? Like
Oh,
Jess,
100%.
like is with me on vacation. Like I can't sit there and like be on meetings all day. I try to make it like not part most of the day.
Yeah.
But I feel like I need to just separate it because you're right. Like it does take a toll on your life and it affects your mental health. Like you need to be able to just unplug, especially from the workplace,
Oh,
not
yeah.
from electronics and everything, but like just to unplug from. You just do it on a regular basis every single week. So
When I was having to go into the office, I used to wake up and I would not look at my phone, and I wouldn't touch. I this sounds psycho, but but I literally
I
didn't
take
play.
5 seconds.
I also didn't play music some mornings. So I would wake up, get ready, blah blah blah, get in the car, nothing but driving in my thoughts for like the 30 minutes to the office.
Really.
I liked it a lot
Use that.
because
Like I do that in the shower.
showers are great. Yeah, I think everyone should have at least one time a day where they completely phone away, detach, wherever that space is for you to figure that out. You should do it once a day, so you can just take in the day or the day before, filter it out, think it through, and be like at the end of it, ready to start fresh. Boom. Like you got to have something to process it. That's like they talk about like your brain, like and how it stores information, in therapy, and like talking it out is a way for you to like digest that I'm sorry, meditating is a way for you to like digest that information.
If you like talking to somebody about,
I think talking helps.
I think talking, like, I think I put on music when I'm in the shower
Mm-hmm.
to kind of block out my thoughts. That may sound bad, but like,
No, that's what it does. That's what I'm saying. Like for someone to have a spot where they do nothing for 20, 30 minutes a day is going to help you like filter out, like come to terms with the day before. All right, this and this happened. Whew, starting fresh. Let's go. And then boom. Like, I don't know what that is for people. It could be the shower. I saw a TikTok the other day talking about like, I will not take my phone into the bathroom whatsoever with me anymore. Pooping, peeing, shower. I'm not doing it.
I am so guilty of that.
Oh, I do it. Yeah, I'm
So
not. Shower is not my
definitely
place.
phone in hand. I think sometimes I
We're gonna
literally
have some
only have
chitties.
to pee, and like only having to pee, I'll still bring my phone in and sit to take a piss just to be on my phone.
Yeah.
Does that sound bad?
No, I think you're in the majority of most people. I think there's a lot of people that were like, "Oh, I gotta go to the bathroom." They start walking into the toilet, and then they're like, "Wait, my phone's in the kitchen." Whoop! Turn around, go grab the phone, and then bring it in with them. 100%.
I mean, wait, so you also sit to take a piss just to be on your phone?
No,
That's
I'm just saying. I think people take their phone into them with the bathroom. with them.
right, yeah.
I've done it once or twice. Hell yeah. When you're lazy as a guy, sometimes it's the best thing to do.
To sit and pee.
Yeah.
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 I like sit pees.
Yeah.
Kind of wish urinals were like backwards and you sat on them to pee.
That's weird. No, don't make that.
Have you ever seen a woman take a piss in a urinal?
They only in the movie Step Brothers. That is the most like
Dude, I've
disgusting
seen it
thing
happen
ever.
in real life, like at
That's
the
that's
Roundup or like
disgusting.
some country bar.
That's the most
Girl just
disgusting
doesn't want to
thing.
wait in line.
If I caught a woman doing that I was talking to, I wouldn't. I think I would just
not
ghost
be
her.
talking to her
I would just
anymore.
ghost her. If I was dating Megan Fox and she did that, I think I would just ghost her. That's like weird. Just have her like.
I think if it was Megan Fox, like I could probably put up with it. To be honest. I mean, like if Jessica did it, I would probably stay with her for sure. And maybe because she's sitting right there, but I really wish I had like a remote control to stop myself from coughing, but more so to make her microphone work.
It works.
Oh wow, look at that.
Yeah, she talked earlier.
Welcome to the party.
I've said a word here and there.
She talks occasionally. She's getting used to it.
Yeah.
Just like this is all
It's
getting
a
used
little
to.
weird at first, but like over time.
It is different. It's different than doing the podcast by yourself or on Zoom.
Yeah, or like
What do you think of the studio?
I think it's nice.
Pretty rad, right?
I think that good one.
Pretty rad, right?
Pretty rad. Yeah. Dude, I think when's the last time anybody when's the last time someone said rad to you?
I don't know.
I think that's why it took me a second to hear it because like I haven't heard rad out of anybody's mouth.
It's not
in
said much
years.
nowadays.
No, it's not like a common.
Bringing it back, baby.
That's rad.
It's
bro.
rad.
Wow, dude, that's rad.
That's rad. And that's a wrap. Bye, everyone. Peace.